Let's talk about the pastor of the largest congregation to have ever existed and the fact that he is just a little worn out. This is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, day number 2 of the Torah portion, Devarim. Let's go again to Deuteronomy, Devarim, chapter number 1, and let's slide down to verse number 9. And I spoke to you at that time, saying, I am unable to bear you by myself. Yahweh your Elohim has increased you, and see you are today as numerous as the stars of the heavens. Yahweh Elohim of your fathers is going to add to you, listen to this number, 1,000 times more than you are, and bless you as he has spoken to you. How do I bear your pressure and your burden and your strife by myself? The first counting of Israel revealed that there were over 603,000 men that were ready for war. That's just the fighting age. That doesn't include the eldest men, the younger generation, the wives. So it's been estimated conservatively a few million people came out of Mitzrayim, out of Egypt. The last counting has revealed in the book of Numbers that the fighting force now is 601,730. Let's take this number that is given to us in verse number 11. And he says, I'm going to add to you 1,000 times more. Well, that number then inflates to 601,730,000 fighting men. That's the largest army anywhere. You add to that then the oldest generation and all of the younger generation, and then the daughters and wives of these fighting men. And it's an innumerable host, which is the fulfillment then of Yahweh's prophecies to Abraham and to others as to the expansive number of those that will ultimately belong to Am Israel. So obviously, in our understanding, this number that Moshe is prophesying, while it may include the accumulative number of generations over the years, currently we obviously do not see that there are 601,730,000 fighting men of any nature pertaining to Israel, even if you include all of Ephraim. It's just not there. So what is this number? It basically is saying to us that we're going to grow. Whether this number will ultimately be fulfilled in the kingdom or not, time will remain, and we'll just have to wait and see. Suffice it to say, however, that there are more coming. Slide over and make some room, because there are more coming. Now, this is not just a United States thing, this is the world over, that the revelation that people who are born again are in fact included in Am Israel, that you are grafted in, that you are no longer Goyim or Gentiles or among the nations, but in Yah's eyes you are included in covenant Israel. And his Ruach HaKodesh, his Holy Spirit, comes to apply the word to teach us how to live as such. So this is not about adhering to man-made creeds and dogmas and denominational guidelines and so on and so forth. This is about learning to become like Messiah, who is the Messiah of, drum roll please, wait for it, Israel. Yeshua is the Hebrew Messiah of the Hebrew people. And being like him means a cultural shift for the vast majority of us in the earth. we say, well, I'm of this nationality, and this is my culture. There are parts of that to play. But the heart of Messiah, the worldview of Messiah, the perspective of Messiah, Yeshua's heart and nature, his language, is all found in the Torah. He's a Hebrew. So there's a shift. What it also says to us then is that those of us who have been studying the Torah, those of us that have made some lifestyle changes, our diet and our dress and our perspective and so on, that while others are coming, we need to realize somebody's going to need some help. Moshe was overwhelmed, and he said, so Yah told him in verse 13 and following to choose wise men with understanding that are known, that are leaders, and station them over various groups of people, whether they are thousands, hundreds, fifties, and even tens, and then officers for your tribes, and then judges to help you adjudicate the trials and the grievances of one party against the other. Moshe, delegate your authority. Raise up other people to help. You may be thinking, wait a minute. It's all I can do to keep my own head above water. I'm in the middle of a storm like a hurricane, and you're asking me now that I need to take on the task and responsibility of mentoring someone else and discipling someone else and grooming them and encouraging them and refining them through the word to become better, to walk more soundly, to be more like Messiah Yeshua? And a short answer, yes. You may be choking on the alphabet soup. And by that I mean you may be already being worn out by those that are like the ATF, the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, the UN, the PLO, PETA, ACLU, ISIS, and maybe even the PTA. And you're thinking, with all that is on my plate, and with all that's going on in the earth, and with all of the issues that I'm struggling with, add to that my health, my finance, my family, my relationships, my transportation, all of the things that may be going on in my neighborhood, in my city. I just don't have time. Here's the secret of the spiritual war that is being aligned against us. There is a strategy of consuming us with that will easily overwhelm us. Sometimes we get so busy bailing water out of the boat that we don't take time to plug the hole in the boat. If we can plug the hole, then when we bail, there's nothing to replace what we just bailed out. So we have to learn to focus on the majors and trust that Yah is going to help the minors be dealt with. If we will focus on what He has put for us as a priority, then He has already promised, I'll take care of the rest. Barry, what are you talking about? Matthew chapter 6 and verse 33. Let me turn there and I just quote it to you, but actually read it to you. It says, seek first the reign of Elohim and His righteousness, and all these shall be added to you. What are these? He said, do not worry then what we shall eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear, for all these the nations seek for, and your heavenly Father knows that you have need of all these. Yah is aware of your fears, your concerns, the things that overwhelm you. But He's asking us, all of us, do what's important for me first. Bring someone else up that you can hand off the baton to, encourage and build up, be like you as you follow Messiah. And I got all this other stuff. Give the alphabet to me. I hope to see you again tomorrow. So until then, shalom.